What's up, y'all? I'm out here at the range today on a super hot day. I believe this is the hottest day of the year. I mean, it is absolutely blazing hot out here, y'all. It's gonna be well worth it because I got some fun stuff I'm doing out here today. And this first one right here is checking out a new tool I just picked up. And as you can see by the title, it's what I'm calling my new sniper rifle. The Remington 700 SPS Tactical AAC SD is the technical model name on this thing. But basically the Remington 700 SPS Tactical is what we're looking at here. This one's chambered in what I would probably consider my personal favorite round after the 5.56. Once you start getting into larger rounds, 308 Winchester. But as you can probably already tell, this one's got the Hogue overmolded stock on it. Super nice stock. This is actually one of the things that sold me on this unit. This stock just feels amazing. If y'all hadn't ever felt this stock like this, it's basically like a rubberized type of coating. I mean, it feels like a Hogue grip. Hogue grips make some of the nicest grips and sleeves for pistols and all, and this thing feels just like a super nice Hogue grip. Really rubbery feeling, super grippy. Just a really nice stock. As you can see, it's got kind of that swirly multicolored pattern to it. They call it ghillie green, but it's more of a gray in my eyes. Up here on the business end, it's got a really nice 20-inch heavy barrel, threaded 5/8 by 24 on the end, so you can put whatever kind of muzzle device you might want on it. It's got their X-Mark adjustable trigger set from the factory at 3.5 pounds. It did come drilled and tapped, but I actually had to install the optic base and the optic on it. The base is just a weaver rail that I picked up for it, and actually perfect timing on this thing. This optic was sent to me by the folks over at Blackhound Optics to check out for the channel. This thing came with the optic, it came with a sunshade, it came with your mounting bubble levels here, it came with a nice multi-cleaning tool that's got like sponges and little squeegees on it. It came with the CR32 battery, came with a really nice big sunshade. And a bag of tools here. This is for like your battery covers and a couple of different Allen wrenches to mount it with. That's a 0 stop ring, and it also already came with the set of rings with it. This thing really ought to help with my terrible vision out there at 100 yards. It's a 6:24 magnification by 50 millimeters, so really nice amount of zooms on this thing. Really nice objective, so it ought to bring in plenty of light. So I'm really thinking this is going to change things up big time shooting out there at 100 yards. Like I said, this thing came with a nice set of scope rings already. It's got flip up caps on the front and the back here, so really nice attached flip up caps. Not a whole lot of tacky branding, which is one thing I like. I actually really like the branding on this thing. It's just got their Blackhound name there, got their little hound dog logo there on the back eyepiece, and then on this side they follow up with that little hound dog logo. I think that's really pretty slick and clean looking. Now as far as the optic itself, just really quick, like I said, it's a 6:24, so plenty of zooms on it. It's got the exposed turrets up here. You got 50 MOA of adjustment for windage and elevation. It's got 1/4-inch clicks for the adjustment, so really nice fine clicks on it. It's got your parallax dial here, basically from 10 yards to infinity there, and then it's also illuminated reticle on it. I think you got 1 to 6 different illumination settings, and it's got the off in between each one, which I really like, so you don't have to fumble all the way from your setting to get it off. It's just one click on and then right back to your setting that you're used to. It's got a really nice MOA reticle with tons of different adjustment marks on it, and I almost forgot to mention the most important thing about this, or the biggest feature probably, is this is a first focal plane optic, so you can actually see those little adjustment marks. You know, with a second focal plane, they're nice and all, don't get me wrong, and most of mine are second focal plane just because of cost factor, but if you're zoomed all the way out with a second focal plane, I mean, and even when you zoom in, honestly, you're not going to see them little adjustment numbers. It's just almost impossible to see some of those numbers on a second focal plane, whereas with the first focal plane, as y'all know, the more you zoom, the bigger that reticle gets and the easier it is to read those adjustment numbers on your reticle. It carries a lifetime warranty with it, so they obviously think it's good stuff if they're willing to stand behind it like that. I will leave an affiliate link to Blackhound Optics down below in the video description, and they also hooked me up with a 10% off code, which is Tools10. I'll leave that down in the comments also. These are some super nice scopes, y'all. They're not the cheapest in the world, but you can get this first focal plane 6-24 zoom optic right here for 340 something bucks with that code. So with everything you get here, the mounting hardware, the mounting tools, that's a absolute super deal for a first focal plane optic with that kind of zoom on it. But anyway, I got the usual agenda set for today. When we pick up a new tool, I'm gonna just test it out for function, reliability, accuracy out of the box, and I'm actually going to get this thing zeroed in at 100 yards, and I chose the Remington Core Lokt 150 grain pointed soft point to zero it in with. I'm sure everybody's familiar with the good old Remington Core Lokt. This is one of the types of ammo I have the most of, and I really didn't want to bring out the really good match grade stuff just yet, because I definitely plan on doing some more tests with this thing, accuracy type tests, by itself with some different ammo and against my 308 AR with the same length barrel. That ought to be some pretty interesting stuff. Between the rifle and the optic, I think I squeezed in enough chit chatting for the next 2 or 3 videos. So let me get this set up and let's have some fun. All right, y'all, I took a little extra time bore sighting this at the house this time, so I'm pretty confident I'm gonna be on paper at 100 yards within a few inches or so. So I'm skipping to 25 altogether, and I got us a paper target stuck out there at 100. I got 5 rounds of these Remington Core Lokts, the 150 grain pointed soft point. I'm gonna do a 5-round zero down there. Let's see what we get, y'all. Going for the center mark. I believe that's a little high and to the left. Let's try a couple before I go doing any kind of adjustments. That action's pretty tight on this thing. The trigger's really nice on it though. All right, I believe that one's in the pretty much about the same area. High and to the left. Let me zoom in a little bit and see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's high and to the left up there in the black area. So I'm gonna take one more before I make any kind of adjustment. I believe that one's same way, high and to the left. Let me go take a closer look and make sure, see how many clicks I need to give this thing. All right, y'all, I made some adjustments. I moved it 1.25 inches to the right and 1.5 inches down. So we should be all over that center dot now. I've got 5 more rounds loaded up, same kind of ammo. I'm gonna shoot for the center. If it starts grouping up good at about 3, I'll go ahead and finish the 5 and let that be the final group out there. If I get through 3 and it looks like I still need some more adjustment, I'm gonna stop there and then we'll adjust a little bit and then we'll do a final group. All right. All right, I feel like I pulled just a little bit on that one, but it's still not looking bad at all down there. I feel like I pulled the heck out of that. I don't think I did though. I think that was pretty decent. So let's go and put the rest down there. I feel like just from looking where it's grouping, I think I still need a couple more clicks. But I ain't gonna do it just yet until we finish these 5. That was 3. That was 4. Let's do one more. All right, I think that's looking pretty good down there from what I can tell. Let's go down there and take a look and see what we got, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm not really satisfied with leaving that as the final group after going down there and looking at it. I moved it another 1/2 inch to the right. I had like a separated kind of group down there. I had 3 kind of grouped together and then 2 at the bottom. I believe those 2 towards the bottom I pulled, but I'm not sure. One of them little mini groups I definitely pulled, so I got to get my wobble out of this for sure. So anyway, I got 5 more rounds of the same ammo loaded up. Like I say, a little bit of adjustment, and we're going to shoot for the top right target up there, and this is going to be the final 5-round group. So I'm gonna try to make this a good one. All right, I feel like that was on. I feel like I pulled that one. I think I did pull it a little low. Doggone it. Not real sure about that one. Let's do one more, y'all. All right, I feel like all but one, maybe a two was kind of a little bit off because of me, but that's gonna be it. Let's go down there, check it out and see what we got. All right, y'all, let's take a look at what we got down here. So this first group that I got circled, that was the first 3 shots I took, trying to zero it in. Those right there, I forgot my doggone caliper, so we're using the old fashioned way. That right there was about 1.2 MOA. Now the second group, which I'm definitely not happy with, I believe these 3 right here were legit non-pulls, and that's about the same. Well, that's almost like right 1 MOA, but then when you count the ones I pulled down here, which, you know, my opinion, you have to, that's 3 inches. So that's definitely not good. I wasn't happy with that. And this is our final group right here. I'm pretty happy with this one. This one right here and this one, I could feel myself pull. The other 3 are touching, 2 of them basically in the same hole. I mean, if I wouldn't have pulled and done my job, that's 0.5 MOA. That's a ½ inch. Now, taking those into account, I'm at about 1.2, 1.25 MOA. So right now, I'm plenty happy with that because like I say, I still got some wiggle in my stand down there. It's hot as fire out here. I can come up with plenty of excuses, but the bottom line is I believe it's zeroed in better than I can personally take advantage of right now. So we're going to leave the zero in just like that, and we're going to call that good for now. All right, y'all, since we're working with a bigger tool today, I had to put us a bigger boom boom out there. I got us one set out there about 45-ish yards or so. This time I'm just gonna hit it with this regular old 7.62x51 M80. So hopefully these ain't too far off as far as point of impact. I think we ought to be all right, y'all. Let's see what we can do. Got him. All right, y'all, we're calling this one right there with the Remington 700 SPS Tactical. So far, I'm really liking this rifle, and I'm loving this scope from Blackhound Optics. As far as function, this thing was absolutely flawless, just like I figured it would be. I didn't expect any problems out of it. As for the accuracy, it's more accurate than I am right now. That's a fact. It would be sub MOA all day long, is no doubt in my mind. And I'm definitely going to be doing some testing with this with several different ammo groups. As soon as it gets cool out here, I'm definitely gonna build me some kind of permanent bench out here because I gotta get rid of that wobble for sure if I'm gonna get really tight groups with any of these rifles. But y'all let me know what you think about the old Remington 700. I'm sure a lot of y'all out there probably have these Remington 700s. Let me know if you do. Let me know what caliber they're chambered in, and let me know what you think about them. If you did enjoy the video, take a second, if you would, reach down and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click that bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Check out all my affiliate links down below in the video description. You know the deal with the Amazon link. Hit that up if you do any shopping through Amazon. Check out those Axle Ear Pro links if you're looking for some fantastic ear pro. I'm just going to tell y'all straight up, and this is no exaggerating, there's no way I could be out here doing these kind of tests with rifles and stuff like this without these earbuds at this point. There's no way I could be out here with earmuffs. Absolutely no way. It just would not cut it. The heat, trying to get frustrated by clanking up against my stock, I just couldn't do it, y'all. These earbuds are fantastic. If you're interested in checking some of them out, hit those links up first. You can save a lot of money on those links instead of going straight through their site. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm also going to leave an affiliate link for Blackhound Optics and a 10% off code for any of your purchases on their site. So check out their site. They got a bunch of different price ranges of optics, all kind of different powers, first focal plane, second focal plane. They got some really nice stuff, and it's a really good deal with all the stuff that you do get with these optics. It is hot as fire out here, but I'm going to try to get a couple more things done. So y'all make sure you stay tuned for a lot of good stuff coming your way. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.